A fully developed city rose from the Arabian deserts. A city considered as home to over 6 million people. A capital to a G20 nation and one of the biggest business and investment hubs in the Middle East. But behind all this, a big part of history is worth to be mentioned. Our journey begins tonight to a visit to one of the most famous sites in the city of Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. Masmak Fortress, which has witnessed a major shift of history to the Saudi nation. It was built in 1895 by the order of Prince Abdurrahman bin Tab'an when he took the emirate of Riyadh in the days of Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Ali al-Rashid. Al-Masmak had witnessed the Battle of Riyadh, in which King Abdulaziz Al Saud regained the city of Riyadh back to his family in 1902. The ruins of his famous battle are still found on the door of the palace. This is where history was first made. This is the sign of the attack of the arrow of Fahd bin Louis, which is a man under the command of King Abdulaziz, during the battle of recapturing the city of Riyadh, which wrote a new history and era for Saudi Arabia. It was his war. Abdulaziz Al Saud and his 40 men managed to gain back the city of Riyadh and to launch the new legacy of the Saud family in the Arabian Peninsula. It was January 16th, 1902, where Abdulaziz Al Saud and his men have agreed to march towards the city of Riyadh in hopes to regain it back and the legacy of the Saud family in the Arabian Peninsula. It was the early hours in dawn. The city was sleeping. Abdulaziz had spread his men all over the city, and he took 5 men to start the first launch. The battle lasted for a few hours. Abdulaziz and his men were victorious. Bin Ajlan was killed. The city of Riyadh is back to the Saud family. But this is only the beginning, where this young man still had the dreams and hopes to get his legacy. Al-Masmak went through a number of stages. It began as a fortress, a weapons warehouse, and a prison. But today, its doors are open for visitors and tourists. This is not just another fairy tale, or just another building, but in fact, this is the story of the first rise of the new kingdom of Saudi Arabia.